Mama walking every morning in the rain. Young thing carrying all the pain. Daddy working all the time today. Believing for the brighter day. Tell us your story. Let the people feel your glory. From the struggle to the victory. Your voice will change your history. It's less about the car. It's more of who you are. It's less about the car. It's more of who you are. One God, many stories, many lives, many glories. For the love of God's Uganda, changing lives across the border. One God, many stories. Your moment, your story. Speak your truth and take your chance. This could be your winning dance. Single mother praying late at night. Student testing every little light. Brother trying hard to feed the home. Still strong though he walks alone. Every star that I give on meaning. Every soul that believes in dreaming. No matter where you come from today, your story can open the way. It's less about the car. It's more of who you are. It's less about the car. It's more of who you are. One God, many stories, many lives, many glories. For the love of God's Uganda, changing lives across the border. One God, many stories. Your moment, your story. Speak your truth and take your chance. This could be your winning dance. One God, many stories, many lives, many glories. For the love of God's Uganda, changing lives across the border. One God, many stories. Your moment, story. Speak your truth and take your chance. This could be your winning dance. It's less about the car. It's more of who you are. It's less about the car. It's more of who you are.
Good morning, my people. How you doing today? It's okay to go to Semuto Road. That's okay to go to Semuto Road. Then we start the conversation.
For the love of God's Uganda. One dream, one key, one life, changing more. Mama walking every morning in the rain. Young teen carrying all the pain. Daddy working all the time today.
Believing for a brighter day. Tell us your story. Let the people feel your glory. From the struggle to the victory. Your voice will change your history. It's less about the car. It's more of who you are.
It's less about the car.
It's more of who you are. One God, many stories,
Many lives,
many glories.
for the love of God's Uganda, changing lives across the border.
One come, many stories. Your story.
Speak your truth and take your chance. This could be a winning dance. No matter fail late at night. Student chasing every little light.
Brother trying hard to feed the home. Still strong though he walks alone. Every scar got a deeper meaning. Every soul still believes in dreaming. No matter where you come from today, your story can open the way. It's less about the car.
It's more of who you are. It's less about the car. It's more of who you are.
One come, many stories,
Many lives,
many glories.
for the love of God's Uganda, changing lives across the border. One come, many stories. Your moment, your story. Speak your truth and take your chance. This could be a winning dance. One come, many stories. Many lives, many glories. For the love of God's Uganda, changing lives across the border. One come, many stories. Your moment, your story. Speak your truth and take your chance. This could be a winning dance. It's less about the car. It's more of who you are. It's less about the car. It's more of who you are.
Well, guys, good morning. Today is Question Friday. Ask your questions, BUUZA TUGENDE. And I have a question for you. What car do you fancy? Motoka ki gy'oli awo gye weegomba. Yesterday we bought a Toyota Sienna 2017 model, and someone commented on the post that buying the ugliest car in the country at that amount is insane. So I thought, why don't you guys just mention the cars you fancy today? Gweganti zine moroka njegomba. Nzenga Arthur, I don't fancy any car. I drive what's there. As long as it saves me fuel, as long as it doesn't die, as long as it's a car. I don't fancy any car. Obviously, I like comfort, but I also know that almost all cars are comfortable the same way. The moment you drive the car for like 30 minutes, then the moment you drive it, actually me, I do 30 minutes and I'm used to the car, and it's as comfortable as the last one. As long as it's what I have, it becomes as comfortable as the last car that I had. But good morning, Masuze Mutiani Kwabuyi Wasuzotia, Lawrence Omule Wasuzotia, Muyombia Mark Wasuzotia, Martin Sentongo, John's Info, good morning, Zas David Klaji, Innocent Mugabe VIP, Council Patrick Asiku, Paul Sema VIP, Aejuka Blair VIP, Francis Kalema, Mugenyi Simon Peter, Mwanguzi David, Mpanga Godfrey, Francis Kalema, Juma Ali, Karim UG VIP, King Daniel VIP. How are you, my people? After how many kilometers are you supposed to change tires? There is no kilometers. As long as your tires are worn out, as long as they start giving you trouble, change them. Okay. Also, as long as the traffic officer says you should change them, because. So anyway, Luemba Roger, good morning. Arthur, between New Shocks KYB and Japan for Kaundu, which is better? Different mechanics have different thoughts. They say with Kaundu, buy Japan used. Do you know why they do that? Because KYB has a lot of fake. If you find KYB original, put. But the KYB original will be more expensive than the KYB fake. And the KYB fake is what is more affordable. So it depends on what your mechanic advises. But mechanic have spare baba money. I don't want you to take my word for it. Japan used shock absorbers should only be bought if the new shock absorbers are not in the market. Only buy Japanese shock absorbers for your car if there are no new shock absorbers for your car. But as long as your car has new shock absorbers coming into the country, then buy the new ones. Buy original, but buy the new ones. So guys, what car do you fancy? That's my question for today. What car do you fancy? What car do you fancy? Because everyone fancies a car. At least me, I don't fancy that any car, because they're all just cars. So what car do you fancy? What car do you fancy? Tell me that. I'm going to share the story of the the Sienta we bought yesterday. Now obviously someone is asking, Arthur, why didn't you run today? I got home at midnight. I was very tired. Yesterday I worked up to 10 p.m. and then I drove home, and I just wanted to sleep in. So that's why I did not run today. Probably tomorrow. Yeah. Arthur, between new shocks in Kumazegwe, guys, today's question Friday. You can ask your questions. Derek Mwongi, good morning. Shanko Gibbs, good morning. Brigitte Kakai, Lawrence Biamukama, how are you, my brother? Cassandra Ronald VIP, Nyende Isaac. Arthur, how much is a plot of land outside? 15 million and above. 15 million and above. Some are more expensive than others. Yeah. The latest Toyota Sienta is more refined, not like the first generation, and had froggy lights. I think the Sienta has always looked like a frog. Always. Defender 110, that's Derek Mwonge. He fancies the Defender 110. Okay, there are some times that I see you guys are like fancying cars, and I think I should also be fancying them, but I don't. But guys, what cars do you fancy? Bennett Musafiri, good morning. How are you? Mazda CX-5 petrol and diesel, which one would give one better mileage and may not be? I find that Lawrence, for me, I think by choosing diesel from petrol or petrol from diesel, you should not be looking at the fuel efficiency only. Look at maintenance and the risk of failure. Yeah. But also look at what distances you drive. If you drive short distances regularly, don't go for diesel. You see, one of the reasons why the taxis that do long routes are always healthier than those that do town runs is because it's a diesel. And you're using it to go to Kalere town on very low revs. Obviously, it's going to die. But again, atenge moroka eri up country bagikwata omuliro paka Masaka ayimira ko waliwe batunde enkoko. Is it Lukaya? Is it before Lukaya? You get it? But when he gets passengers to Masaka, they are to Masaka. He drives non-stop up to Lukaya, where they eat chicken. They eat chicken in Lukaya. Then he goes up to Chotera. You get it? So I find that diesel cars should be reserved for people that do long distance. Probably I could manage a diesel car, but you know what happens with diesels? Diesels too will give you the same kilometer per liter. You see, you'll find a Ronaldo diesel also giving you 7 kilometers or 8 kilometers per liter, just like the petrol. But the thing that happened a long time ago was that diesel was cheaper than petrol. So even if it gave you 8 kilometers per liter, a liter was cheaper than that one of petrol. But now, at some petrol stations, like this car petrol station we are passing now, diesel and petrol are the same price. You get it? But you'll find that there are some places where diesel is actually more expensive. So me, I'll choose petrol any day. And petrol is not complex to maintain. Petrol is very, very easy to maintain. So petrol is like, when you're driving a petrol, it's like you're driving a Primo. Okay, let's just say Mazda Atenza or Axela or Demio. It just takes more liters of oil. You say, how much is Mark X Premium? Premium which model? We have a Mark X Premium in 2008 model, 9, 10, 11, 12. Premium is like a trim of that model. So which model of the Mark X are you looking at? Guys, today is Question Friday. My question for you is, what car do you fancy? You can give me your questions and I'll answer them. I fancy the Mazda CX-5 na Jivako because of you. Buy the petrol. Buy the petrol, you'll suffer little. Buy the petrol, you not suffer a lot. Of course, it's expensive to maintain as a Mazda. You get it? And so the thing that makes those cars expensive is not that the parts are too expensive. You guys can manage the parts. The thing that makes some cars expensive is the fact that you'll get your mechanic, he'll go take a border, go to Chiseka market, the part will not be there. Border to go to time, he uses 40 in transport. And then because the part is not everywhere, the part also ends up being more expensive than how it would be if it was everywhere. But they are not that bad. See, you get, guys. Let me try to give you another view here. You see, I have that's bigger. I'm sure some of you guys are appreciating that more. So let's use that view. So I fancy the Prado 2020, the one before the new Prado, the one that looks like a Pro Box. How do you fancy a car that looks like a Pro Box? Something tells me that car thing is not even comfortable. Anyway, guys, what car do you fancy? Me, I don't fancy any car. How about Sab? Good morning. Arthur, what's the difference between the XV and the GP series? The Subaru XV is also a GP. It's a GP7 with an off-road road kit, with an off-road body kit and suspension kit. Me, I would not buy this XV. It's too expensive for nothing. I would just buy the normal Impreza and lift it. It's the Impreza XV is a GP7 with an off-road kit, off-road suspension. Teina makulu. Ero chivuga awo nga just mbuli omwachimanyi wagula bei nenga techina nnyo makulu chitula munda yemu ne GP7 ya bulijjo nenga ate oyongera mu milioni 10 oba na 2 oba 13. Doesn't make sense. Arthur, good morning to you and all car lovers here. I really fancy the Volvo XC90 2020. It's a Volvo. I don't think there is anyone that doesn't fancy them. It's just the money that stops people from buying them. Arthur, between Crown and Progress and the Snake, which one is more comfortable? Obviously the Crown. The Crown is comfortable. The Progress comes and then the Musota comes last. Because the Crown is a Crown, just the way you hear the name. And the Progress is in progress, the way you see it. And then the Mark II is a Mark II. It's one of the first Marks. You get, I'm soon coming for pre-inspection of a 2012 Mark X or Kawundos. Small kasijiddamu. Atoda moroka antono boba sente nga ziweze. Tewali nsonga. Emoroka entono muzekere ffe. Muzekere ffe abagatta obulamu. Emoroka gwe bubofunye mwaka sente kugula emoroka yetali yabagatta bulamu. Isaac Katende Katamba, good morning. Lucky Mose, Yusuf Lugonda. I fancy Volvo S90. That's like a small one, eh? That's like 28 in the bond, I think. Go buy it. Have you tried brand X premium bananas? What's that? Why a taxi guy is stuck on diesel? They are stuck on diesel because diesel will give them longer distances, the engines last longer. It's as simple as that. Over 6 million yako zata mweba guy nze sikyagala muntu akawansi wa milioni 12 kati kugula mmoroka siyazikebera sagala kunyigira and that takes effect today. If you have less than 12 million, leave me alone. Okujjako nga I am going to pick a car for you. You get it? You can't be buying a car of 7 million. We find a good car and you start saying, buy the 1994 model, and you start saying yatomerako wano. Like you expect people, like over 10 people to drive a car. Neta kona ko maso. Mbuya kona ko wano. A 1994 car, which has been driven by more than 10 people, probably 20. And you're telling Yakona Kowano, is that like the worst thing that could happen to a car over 1994? Ngoina milioni musanvu. You see, ngenda kujamba gambi. Eric Kandano, good morning. Eric Kandano VIP, good morning. Kasibante Akiram, good morning. Zas David Klaje, I fancy the Toyota 4Runner. Yeah. Oba bajita Okay, I forgot to disable the phone calls. Oba bagiyita engaged in your car, that means the car is trying to minimize fuel consumption as much as possible for you to save fuel. So drive in economy mode whenever you can. Emotoka girekemu eco mode whenever you can. Tukwataganye. Eco mode is the way to go. Some cars have eco mode enabled automatically. You don't need to press any button. Nampi Jajulie, good morning. Dodge Charger SRT wide body. I saw the Dodge Charger. Nali mu bondi lulinga tunonya Benz. Then I saw the Dodge Charger. My friend has a Volvo, and man, when I sat in it, I said this car someone should own. Are you sure? Didn't you just get excited? Okay, Volvos are good cars, but I don't think anyone feels like that for apart from we do really get excited. Peugeot is my which Peugeot? Ford Raptor. Arthur, I fancy RAV4 new model. It's okay to also fancy the modest cars. It's also okay. Why didn't you advise him to buy tukutuku? Like Moze, we saw cars. What's the date of the convention? The convention is happening August 29th. The convention is happening August 29th. Ticket ya mitwale isatu. Very soon we are going to be giving you the program and we'll be telling you how to purchase the tickets. So that's 1 month to go. Tukwataganye kale. So okay, tulinde ko tuve mu kataka wano. Of course tugenda kuba akataka for a very long time. Ba era tukuba akataka so that tuvako tukuba akataka akalala. Naye mugumikirize.
For the love of cause Uganda. One dream, one key, one life, changing moments. Mama walking every morning in the rain. Young people covering all the pain. Daddy working overtime today. Believing for a brighter day. Tell us your story.
Aaron, buy it. I can't give you a reason to not buy a Mazda. Buy it. Me, I would buy a newer, but you buy the Mazda Beyond. You buy them. It's unique. It's beautiful. Yeah. And it will take some time before starting to disturb you. So you buy the Mazda Beyond. Chiobio Alex, I have my 34 million. Which executive SUV can I get? At 34 million, you want executive, my brother? You want executive at 34? I understand it's a lot of money. Yeah, but executive. Yeah. Muganda wangi. Okay, define for me executive, Mawano. You define executive first before we go. Hilux and hard body. Presdo, good morning. Pasha Voco Boy, good morning. Land Cruiser had the top Msanji. Arthur Subaru Forester 2010. Pasha, I don't know what you mean. I fancy the Toyota Alphard, any model or 2012 wish. But President, the time we mwagula wundi no way. Right mwagula Alphard. Senza mwazari gula Alphard ibiseri yonge yimiride. Zari tugula Alphard nge yimiride. Mama. Tezali nga 17 ne kati Alphard ogulanga sebeera nungi. Naye yaluli yali eba yimiride. Akasera we mwagulire era Alphard ibiseri byali badde yimiride nnyo. So guys, today, yesterday, I inspected for someone that had 7 million, and God, sichagara kibira abantu balina million kuzika wansi wa 12 because those people are too picky. I think the people that have small budgets, in a way, they start thinking Arthur is going to make magic happen. I can't make magic happen. I can't. Nzo omuntu yenna inango ina 12 million and biro okujja ko nganze nkulondere muruka nganze nkugamba gule eyo yennungi naye bw'ojjanga ogenda kweronda you get bw'ojjanga ogenda kweronda oyina miliyoni 7 nga weeronda bw'olabe emmoroka nogayo sijagala eyo sijagala eyo ipsam tetugendayo you get sijanze bikebera sikyayagala bantu mugenda kunkya mutandika okugamba nti ndi mufere ndya sente zamu. Are you sure? No sound. The rest of you guys, is there no sound? Do you guys have sound? You sure? Is it back now? I think that was network. Network every day to Jacob. No longer there. But if it were there, it would be okay. I think the network is Jacob sound. A good thing we are back. So guys, I was still telling you, I am no longer inspecting cars of Simanya 8 million. Okuja Konga, I am the one that decides for you. But no, I have 10 million. You're going to call me, consult me, and then go buy your own cars. The guys that have small monies, Banange, they are picky. You can't be having 7 million and you say, Ate sivuga ipsam, sivuga gaya, simanye yekola tax. You get, you can't. You guys, we got a Kluger 3 liter, nga ya milioni 8. Gai ya jiganye. Nga Kluger milideti yegolode, mba ate sisobola mafuta. Let me tell you guys, there is going to come a budget linda ko tulabe ngida ati ndolanga watambula katusigalewo sijja kulya kataka lero kansigalewo ngene nampola. Guys, there are budgets that you have that don't get to decide what fuel consumption you get. I don't know if I'm going to be clear enough. Nenda kuleta Starlink na yemwe manje kitegeza to use 1.5 million shillings just to buy gadgets. It's not something you just decide today and do today. You need to think, you need to consider. Guys, when you have 7 to 8 million, you don't get to say, I want a fuel efficient car. The only thing you get to say is that I want a car that will move. I don't know if you guys get what I'm saying. If we get a Kluger at 8 million, you buy it. You buy it if it's good. And we got a Kluger at 8 million, 3 liter. Of course, you have a bank, that's why it was at that amount. You get it? So you don't be having 7, 8 million and you say, Atenjagara Moroke Tanya. You don't, guys, you don't. You don't get to be picky, not in 2026, guys. The people that get to be a little bit picky are the people that have 20 million shillings. 17, 20, Atena boy, their options are too limited. That with that amount of 18 to 20 million shillings, if I tell you, you're going to buy this car, among these cars, do you choose any? And they don't, I don't do inspection for them. Because abagenda kummenya. Like you can't be having 20 million shillings and you say, njagala fielder. Like who told you could choose a field at 20 million? Not in 2026, maybe in 2027 that will happen. Fielders will lose a little bit of value. But in 2026, as the year is going, you can't even get a Primo at 7 million. At least not a Primo that Arthur would choose for you. Because when I'm inspecting a car and I'm choosing a car for someone, good morning, Amos Luke. When I'm inspecting a car for someone, it's like I am buying a car. Nzenga Arthur nzengula. And I can tell you when banyina million musanvu, emoroka ne weba ya satu bina, nga bajimpa ku million zange musanvu njigula. njigula nenjitetenkanya kasiteba na mukisingako. You buying a car, did pre-sale inspection, and I did for 2 cars. One was a RAV4 short 1997 model, the other was a 2004 model Nuwa Chigambo. Very nice cars. Nuwa Chigambo nyiniyo nga ajagala ba 17, kalika RAV4 ndo za nyiniyo nga akagala 15. And I told him clearly, it was nice. Karafu bagenda kuwa milioni nga 13. I told him, because at 13 toina ojarafu enyirira eyimiridde ng'erirafu yoli guy. Nenuwa nemugaba bagenda kuwa milioni nga 15. Kubeera ku milioni 15 toina ogenda kujja nuwa eyimiridde nga nuwa yoli guy. Ekijikuba kiri kimu namba nti nkadde. Kyekyoka nti ebinuwa by'omu bibanda bya namba mpya. But ukwata namba y'ebinuwa by'omu bibanda n'ogiteeka kweri eri emmotoka obulamu bwa yingini, performance ya yingini ebira mu milioni nga 19 mu bibanda, and then ewa trailer yazze n'atomera ennyumba y'abandi. Mumulabye there yaganye okusiba. That's why it's complicated to build on the roadside. But ya savings kye ya savings kasita teyasse bantu. He tried. Ataleka yabadde yeebase. Kati they're negotiating with the owners. Giko Nicola, sound was off. I didn't get the answer. The price of a Kluger UBA. Anti-kakati prices of those cars. You can even find a UBH at 20. You can give even a UBH at 13. It's depending on who is selling. There's a Moroka Kluger ngeri abantu gye batazettanira nnyo. Tezina price. It depends on where you're buying, who is selling, how you're buying, how fast you need the car, how fast the other person needs money. Okitegeera. Arthur, my fancy car is started yange ogenda girabako. Arthur sawa yonna. Olabika emmotoka eyo oli mu kugibumba. David, oli mu kubumba mmotoka oyagala gibumba ogireeta ondagekwe. Ricky Chikawa VIP, good morning. Oli mu kubumba mmotoka, I fancy BMW. Which BMW though? Arthur, Mazda Biante has a good interior and cockpit. You guys, me have ever seen a beautiful car. But do you know what it means to have a beautiful car ngeri mu lujjawe kutamye? Nga bw'ogitula mu bwoti owulira emirembe nga tosobola givuga. Do you know what it means okubeera n'emmotoka nga it has a beautiful interior naye nga bw'oyita mu binye kubagana nga lumbe? Hey, do you think all these guys that buy Toyotas, they struggle to buy Nuwas are idiots? Me, I've told you a story about a trader in Nakawa who used to buy Mazdas. He doesn't. Yali azisuubula ngera buli Mazda ejje Nakawa gwe bayita n'asuubula. He doesn't do it anymore. Do you know why he doesn't? Because Mazdas showed him shege. He even has a Mazda pickup packed. Nobody is buying it. Me, I told him I'm buying it 3 million. Mbere nayo nga kubanchi manyi mu million 3 ne scrap zivaamu. Hilux zaba engineer. Yeah. I've always fancied the Subaru XP. It's a perfect balance of everything. Are you sure? God, I need to find a car. I need to find a car that I fancy. Which car will that be? I used to fancy the Super Custom. Then I used to fancy the Surf. Aram. I used to fancy the Surf. I used to fancy the Super Custom. I don't fancy any car. Me, I love all cars equally. What causes the car boot to stop working, opening? Which boot? Is it electronic? Is the boot electronic oba ya bulijjo? Bweba ya bulijjo bakebere kufuru. Leka kufuru yabiganye. Erabika kufuru yabiganye, so let them check that. What's the meaning of shege? I also don't know, but I happen to believe it means that when they say ekintu kyakoze shege kitegeza kyakuyisiza bubi. Some meanings are implied. You don't really define. Nissan Patrol. But when I grow up, Hilux is my car. I mean, I want Hilux as my third car. Me, when I grow up, I'll have all the cars, not just the Hilux. Boot is electronic. The buttons die a lot. They should replace the button. The button is the problem. but the button is about 100 or 150. I think sometimes it can even be cheaper depending on what button your car uses. Yeah, it's the button. Njirabye Benz nayenze ezo Benz kati ndaba ndabe. Why is the Mazda CX-5 popular today? It's one of the cheapest SUVs you can get. 65 million shillings, 75 million shillings, you get a 2017 model. For you to get a 2017 model of a Harrier Kauro, you spend 90 million, 82 to 90 million. Yet the Harrier Kauro looks very basic. You get. So 2017, anything in Toyota is more expensive. Yet the Mazda CX-5 is unique and cheaper. Unique and cheap. I won't say cheap. It's unique and cheaper. So that's why people are buying it. So yesterday I was still telling you we were looking for a car of 7 million. We saw a Progress, I think it was 6. Then we saw a Kluger 8 million. We saw a newer Chigambo of 7.5, but I refused it because it had a fuel system issue. Then we saw a RAV4 that needed fuel system repair as well, 7.5. Now, of all the cars we saw, I would have bought the RAV4. It was a RAV4 long, 4 doors, 5 doors. There were 5 doors, that long RAV4. And a Morokeyo, abanyinyo badeba ebachanka nga nungi. It was a very good RAV4, but it needed to go to the garage immediately. And the owner eventually said 7.3. But the reason why we did not buy it, we would have bought it. But I've noticed one thing about people that buy cars of 7, 8 million, 10 million. Those people normally don't have any more money. Like, if he says I'm looking for a car of 8 million, that's all he has. He doesn't have any more. So the one thing that I've realized is if we find a car that needs any small repair, we don't buy it. Kyemvamula noli omukyala we million 10 twagula RAV4 nga teriko kyakola n'avuga n'agenda ne mugamba ebirala olibikola. Even if a repair is simple, people that have 7, 8, 9 million bakolima bavuma balangira. Okitegere, a person will actually tell you nze walinde sene sigula moto kukusinga kunyononera sente zige oli mufere mwanzibye. Those things come from people that are buying cars of that small money. Balangira ekinebo kiba kiri simple. So I let the mechanic test drive the car. Emotoka ngebuza amaanyi. Nga it's one of two things. 1, fuel pump. 2, the ECU. Okitegera. Or 3, the nozzles. The repairs for that RAV4 would not cost anything more than 500,000. Anything more than 500,000. And when we reach that RAV4, there is a car you reach. No jirabanga nebobo yagalote, you cannot get a car that is better than that. And I told them, the gentleman came with his brother. I told them, we have seen this RAV4. We're not going to get any car that looks better than this at your amount. Of course, we had seen a Kluger which was 8 million. But apart from the Kluger, which was 3 liter, which is the reason why it was 8 million, there was no RAV4 that would have gotten at that amount. Yeah? In as good condition as it was. So I told them, now ngebuza amaanyi. Makanika nakubya nangamba Arthur, abantu ba sente zino bakolima obimanyi. Abantu ba sente zino balangira. Abantu ba sente zino bavuma. Abantu ba sente zino bono n'amanya. Emmotoka eno ffe tugisobola bo tebagisobola. If I were buying it like a project, eri emmotoka yabadde terina nga terina na byakola. Okola ekyo ekintu ky'okubuza amaanyi eky'amafuta, it's a fuel system kyokka. Era makanika n'ababalira nga they need about 350,000 shillings to work on that thing to make it okay. Naye nangamba Arthur, emmotoka eno nnungi naye abantu bano bagenda kukukyawa. Tebayinaamu ssente endala. That's why I'm no longer inspecting those cars, because olaba abantu bagula emmotoka ya million 2 n'agiramu ssente. kati ate omuntu agula ey'omusanvu the 7 million kaba kasuula, he has no more money, he doesn't have anything more. That's normally the problem. Omuntu akulalika n'okulalika mutusanga imotoka nga nnungi nnyo nga ya 8 nakugana nze Arthur nyina nga talina nakyayongerako yadde talina baba bazirina naye nga tayagala kuzongerako ne bwe kiba kirungi kitya. That's normally the issue. And then the other issue is that mufuna ipsam mu sente ezo nga ate yo ipsam agamba tajagala. Kati at that amount, how do you be picky about what type of car you take? Because bwe tufuna ipsam nga nungi twafunye ipsam nga kya bulunga kirungi dark blue na interior nungi, and the guys ne bagamba ipsam tetugenda nayo. Okay, in pictures it looked good, so it was worth checking out. Ipsam tetutawana. Like how with 7 million? How do you start saying ipsam? How? Netuka kuchibina nga ya million mukaga, the guys said. Terabise bulungi. Kati bwe twatose ku rafonze wabawe moroka, and the guys that have inspected with me would know. When I see a good car in that price range, like, and I know it's the best, I know we cannot see anything better. And after that, for all the people that kept calling us, all the people kept lying to us. So I told the gentleman, you know what, go back home. The gentleman of the RAV4 shot yabadde mpise ogikola pre-sale inspection ngaze nsubira nti bwe nagikola pre-sale inspection nagitta akasente agituguze million nga 8 oba 7. Bwe natuuseyo omusajja nga ayagala million 15. Nzoli namugambye omanyi mpamwe nakubirize bwe ndiba nfunye emmoroka nja kugamba ojje. But guys, I'm no longer inspecting cars that are lower than 12 million. At 12 million, if you're picky, just find someone else. Kubanga, you guys expect miracles to happen with your money. Miracles can't happen. Miracles can't happen. Ochitegeera, eh? As I talk about my fancy car, Subaru Forester 2010, that's a good car. It's one of the last cars that had a good, reliable Subaru engine, the EJ20. As I need a car diary, can I get it tomorrow? No problem, Ricky, you will. I'm even salivating for that RAV4. I know. Eri RAV4 yabadde nungi, body nga nungi, interior nga nungi, emipira ena gyonna kwegiriye nga all you have to do is take that car to the garage, bakebere computer oba namu, bakijemu fuel pump. Some things, wabawo ebintu ebimu nga byangu nnyo byakukola, naye nga bw'otunulira omuntu gw'oli mu kukeberera emmoroka nga agenda kunyiiga. You remember I told you about the Subaru the lady bought at 45 nga ina leakage ku transmission. Like we could get a better RAV4 at 48, but it was delicate at that moment. Bw'ojja omuntu ku moroka ya million 45 omugambe tugule ya 48 yaba alabanga ziri 3 zonna za Arthur yanguze moroka ya 48 nga nali nfunye ya 45. Ye tajja gamba abantu nti abaye eri moroka gye twali tufunye ya 45 yaliko leakage ku gearbox. Arthur n'atwala tugule ya 48 ajja bagamba Arthur yafune moroka ewala ne banzizike million 3. So sometimes it's very delicate. Ate sometimes when I try to tell someone gulene moroka yenungi, it's also a very funny thing. It feels like I'm convincing you. So I did tell this gentleman utade ku RAV4, I told them, you know what, moroka eyo nungi naye saagala munchawe, muyinza obutaba na patience etereeza moroka eyo kubeera moroka eyo tujijja wano togenda nayo egenda sula mu garage bagimalirize enkya olyoka ogitwale era moroka egenda kuli wakati w'emitwalo 3 na 5 but nenjiraba simanya mutegedde kyengenda okukola, ategedde kubira Mukama Yesu engalo, ategedde kyengenda okukola kubira Mukama Yesu engalo, ategedde kyengenda okukola kubira Mukama Yesu engalo, omugambe Yesu weebale kuba kyongenda kikola lwampaka. Sigenda genda mujjamu nga mulaba kyekyo kyembadde ngamba kyengenda okukola kanzireyo. So you guys get the issue with those cars. Emoroka ze million 7.8 gyeziri ennungi. But the issue is teri moroka gyogenda gula million 7 gatogenda gyongeramu kasente. By the kubola ba RAV4 kati ngeyo RAV4 ekyo ekintu ky'amafuta kye kyatamiza moroka nyini moroka eyo emoroka. Probably the other thing that would happen with emoroka bwete eba amafuta amakalu eyinza kuba cylinder head, ng'olina kujjako cylinder head ogitwale bagiwagale badde batuuze valve ozzeeko cylinder head. Kati ebyo ebintu ebimu bw'obigamba omuntu atavuganga ku moroka ng'ate alina ssente entono tajja bitegeera era ne patience tajja kuba nayo. I don't know if you guys get it. Kati nze okusinga okugamba omuntu aveeyo ajja agambe Arthur yanfera nga tewamufera, because abantu bwe bati moroka bwe mufaako yo obwongo bwe bugenda mugamba oyo Arthur oyo emoroka erayika yanayanya. Actually some people believe that you can get a RAV4 at 4 million shillings nga namunga etambula nga tolina kyogenda kukola, no repairs. There are some people that believe that. Now me, I know it's impossible. You get emoroka yonna ine emiliyoni ennya emiliyoni etaano sure deal ina tosobola givugirawo ogenda kubaako byokola, but people don't know that. And of late 7 million is the 2 million of a long time ago. In 2012 when I was driving some of my first cars, 7 million now was 2 to 3 million then. Kati kitegeeza emoroka gye wagulanga nga ya miliyoni 3 ng'etambula oba walinga inagigula ku muntu even at that time, kati emoroka ya miliyoni 7 essaawa eno okitegeera. So ogezaako kukuuma ekintu kye tuzimbye wano, sigenda kuddamu ezo zikebera okujjako ng'ojja noga Arthur nondere emmotoka nengikulondera nenkuwa n'ensonga ne mu inspection report nenkiwandiika nti ono namugambye agule n'emmoroka olwa kino na kino na kino na kino na kino. It's important that we understand each other. Bw'oba tokkiriza kulondera mmoroka gy'ogenda kugulamu ezo ssente tojja genda ofuna abalala bakkeberere, nsagala kunnyingira neki progress kirungi naye baagaye progress amafuta tebajja gasobola ne kuluga amafuta tebajja gasobola. Kati guys baguza progress ya miliyoni 6 ng'oga buvuzi essa akola nayo n'ogigaana. You get it? So anyway, eyo tuveeyo owa Sienta. Now the lady that bought the Sienta called me a couple of days ago, like 2 days ago, and she called me. She's one of those guys that have made their money ngabonye azibonebonedde kati nga tayagala malaga zita, and I understand them. But guys, don't call me and try to make me feel bad for asking for deposit to ask for booking fee. Don't make me feel guilty. Like Arthur nze nkukubidde kati nze nali kubidde nga sente zose zina nkimanyi ozina yensobola kinyagala ompeke ezi booking okitegeera. So the lady called me and we spent over 5 minutes, and it's like I'm trying to convince her why she should be giving me a booking fee, and she's like sikulabangako nimuga ne gommanyi nze sikumanyi. You get it? Gommanyi nze sikola ki nze sikumanyi. So please don't call me and try to make me justify the booking fee. Very good. Yeah, you recommend your parents to me, but when you recommend your parents to me, please try and explain to them why I charge consultation and why I also need a booking fee. Please try. Abasajja abakulu abankubira esimu batandika okumpozesa nga balinga abawesa batabani baabwe. Nsaba Mukama antaasa ekintu ekyo ekinunulira buli muntu nga ninga nza amuzaala ninga nza amutegeerera okitegeera. So it's not good for someone to try and make me explain myself why I want the booking fee. So we talked to omukyalo oyo ne mujjako because it was getting annoying. Naddamu nankubira and I made her busy like 2 times. Then she called me nangamba Arthur kati nziteeke wa sente za booking. Ne muga nziteeke kwene namba bw'omala onkubire tuwogere. So afterwards she called me and naye Arthur oli mukambwe ne muga ne kati gwe ne nnyonnyozesaako ne nnyonnyoleko nga gwe nzanga nze gw'otamanyi nti anti nange sigala. Then she eventually I think she do we call it yielding? Eventually she yielded, and yeah. So that's how we went to buy that Sienta. Now there are people that are asking themselves, why is someone buying that ugly car, the Sienta, at 37 million shillings? At 37 million shillings ezo muziraba emoroka yetu agiguze mbasuubuzi you see enter akakamoro kagenda mu million eziwera nako kolaba twagiguze mbasuubuze eyo gyoba nti emmotoka bwefuluma bwekuba yingini toddayo tonyega muntu yenna. You get. So there were about 5 Sientas. We looked at 5. This one had the most silent engine. It had the lowest genuine mileage. No rust under the car, no gearbox leakage. And I told the lady, because it's her first car, I told her you need to be very careful with the CVT gearbox. Yeah. And it has the engine that I don't like. I think it's 1NR. I don't like that engine. But it says that it can give, according to the Japanese fuel efficiency test, it can give up to 20 kilometers per liter. But I'm thinking that should be 15 in Kampala. That's very good efficiency. And the lady that bought that car, for your information, is going to be doing airport pickup. She's a lady above Dubai, Bakadama. And she's going to be doing airport pickup. So that's the thing I've been telling you about Sientas, guys. Most people that buy those Sientas, kyebasinga okunonya baba baagala nnyo emmoroka etikka abantu abangi. So abasinga bavuga Uber airport pickup, and that's why I normally tell you a cheap Sienta is normally a bad Sienta, because omuntu yagula emmoroka yemukolera ssente watuukira okusala wagitundira isi eba either ezikoze ng'ezimazeeyo ate Sienta y'okuzimala kati Sienta $1,370,000 eneezimalayo ddi. So wogisangira nga yalayisa olina okwebeereramu okitegeera. So that's how we bought the Sienta. So yesterday I did 2 inspections. I did 2 pre-sale inspections, and I did a bunch of videos. That's why I left office at 10 p.m. And yeah. So the days when I don't have to pick my kids from school, I can actually work late, and that's a good thing. So for the first couple of days, I've been working late, and that's not something that's possible when I have to pick my kids from school. So yeah. And that's why I can't run today. My legs still hurt from standing, from walking, which like I overstood. The next couple of videos that you see, you realize I do most of the videos that I've been posting standing, yeah? And yeah. And I can do like 3 to 4 videos a day. Kati mugata 3 to 4 videos, no gatako kutambula kwa inspection, no gatako pre-sale inspection, no gatako kuyimira for long time, for long hours. Like you really get tired. So guys, what car do you fancy? Roger say wano nagambi Signas. Signas nalinga najigula milioni 15, 4.7 liters. Muganda wange 4.7 ojimanyi. Oh why David? Simaka roke ka standard car kali wano ku Sapporo. Koli mukusiika. Toyota Rush new model. I don't like that thing. It looks ugly. Vanguard techinkola bubi as my first car, whether used or not. Vanguard is a very good car. Very. Vanguard ingaya bay. I've always dreamt of Mercedes 600 Maybach. Naye mama kansoke ngule wish new model. Ha goli kumulamwa. Akampa ala, I'm going to buy a truck. Seba duka ugambo otya. Subaru Forester 2010 will give you about 7 to 8 kilometers per liter. 7 to 8 kilometers per liter. Guys, I'd like to remind you, I do pre-purchase inspection in case you're buying a car and you need someone that's going to help you make the right decision for the right car. I am your man. I check everything starting from computer diagnosis, aesthetics. I check engine tests, paperwork, everything you cannot see on a car, because you guys sometimes are only focused on beauty. Everything that you can't check, I will check. I come with a mechanic, and together we make sure that you get the right car, the right deal. And if your money can't get you a good car, I tell you to go back with your money. The only money you spend is the money you pay me for inspection. And obviously, I charge 450,000 shillings for a full day of inspection in the Kampala CBD. Now, by full day doesn't mean take me and make me sit at your home for a full day. By a full day, I mean, if you don't get a car in the morning, I'll stay with you till evening. But most of the times, if we have the right budget, by like 1 p.m. we have gotten a car. Which take it. 1 p.m. at most we have gotten a car. After gari nyeno. And that money covers 1 day, and you need to book the inspection day with 100,000 shillings. Book me in advance. Tonkubira kumacha kuoru rogenda gula motoka. Asa jango nkebereko. Obviously, if I have no car to look at, I will come. But if you call me on that very day, I don't guarantee you a full day. If I find that that car is bad, you'll have to pay me extra for the next day for me to look at extra cars. So book me in advance, guys. especially you guys that are buying used cars. Used cars need time. And some of you guys think that because you know a moroka accident, a moroka you think you know everything. Guys, I have gone to check cars for people, and those cars had mechanics with them, and their mechanics had missed very important inspections. No sanga makanika no mubuza kano okarabye nti badde sikarabye ne mwenga mukebera nnyo. You get it's because they are chenabagamba there is specialization. Omuntu akebere motoka buli lunaku n'omuntu akanika emmotoka buli lunaku. Omuntu akebere emmotoka buli lunaku aba amanyi okebera emmotoka, omuntu akanika aba amanyi okkanika. Kati nze mmanyi okebera. Okitegeera, there are things I would never miss on a car that your mechanic will actually miss. Okitegeera, there are things I can see on a car in images that your mechanic might not see. If you send me pictures of the car you're going to buy, 95% of the times that car is actually bad. Just through images. So that's how good I am. But that doesn't mean you pay me consultation and make me inspect cars on the phone. Ojja kutomera. Bintu bingi byotalabira ku simu. Land Rover 110 Puma engine. Land Cruiser hard top. Arthur, what is the market price right now for a Toyota Corona Primo Ordinary, the clean one? Nga million nga 13 14. I'll be honest. Fegulu twabadde ne million musanvu tetwalabye ku Primo. Okujjako gye twasanze yabadde tudde n'emipiira nga ne yingini efunga yingini ya 6,200 ng'ate nayo nfu. Nga bode nayo nfu. Nga n'emipiira gyonna mifu. So for a good Primo right now, I think you guys should be having about 14 million shillings. Ordinary. Super have about 18 to 20 million shillings. KB Winnie, my number is in the description of the channel, but you can call 0760 045116. Use the Harrier Snow 20 million. What do you mean Snow? Guys, double tap the screen so that we get more extra likes. Arthur, what's your take on the first time driver starting with the Subaru Forester XT? Don't buy the XT. Even experienced drivers don't buy the XT. Why would the first time driver buy XT? Why? Don't buy the XT. Buy a Subaru Forester normal, non-turbo. Buy non-turbo. Amina Kateshu Rayam. One day I will buy a car and you will inspect it. One day you're going to buy a car. I just don't wait for too long. Sikubango nga bode bano wejjuso butagula mmoroka. Volvo XC60, Volvo XC90. My brother Arthur, this is going to be the best in Uganda, trust me. What one? Vitz. Arthur, I want to buy a Mark X as my first car, but I earn approximately 1.5 monthly. Would you recommend it? I'd recommend it if you don't drive a long distance, because then if you buy a car, what's the point of leaving it at home? You need to drive it every day. So one of the things you're going to do is you're going to move closer to your workplace. Make it 10 kilometers max to your workplace. That way you can drive your car every day, because the Mark X will give you between 8 and 9 kilometers. Okay, to come between 7 and 9 kilometers per liter. So that means you'll be driving, you'll be using about 13,000 shillings every day. 13,000 shillings every day to go to work. If you're living like 10 kilometers away, it means you drive 10 kilometers to 10 kilometers from. You get. So first move closer to your workplace if you want a Mark X, because Mark X tenywa nga moroka za bulijjo. Of course tenywa nnyo nga bantu bwe bagamba, but tenywa nga moroka za bulijjo. Okitegeera. Mine would be a Nissan Patrol. Somebody said Mazda is Maziga. You let them buy. Nze kati kyawakanya muntu ayagala kugula kimotoka kye. Muntu wa sente ze omugano ogula ekimotoka kye. I am still saving, but brother, you will inspect it. Amina, let me put prayers for you. Can tell him with Sarah. Arthur, good morning. Please take me through the process of buying a car for a first-time car driver. I don't have a TIN number. You also help me with that, because guys, TIN numbers are free, and they are going to become your NIN numbers. I'm thinking. So just go to the URA portal. There'll always be a section where they show you how to get a TIN number. Mendeko tuyite ku bana abasiru bo pichi pichi obusabaza abasabaze. Okay, I'm going to Arthur. I'm talking about my studies. Studies about this. Arthur, would you recommend a beginner to get an Outback new? It seems cheaper than the, yes, Outback is good. And Outback, you can't kill the Outback. Like, how would you kill the Outback? You can't kill the Outback. Go ahead and buy yourself an Outback. ML270 CDI new model. Buy. Buli aina sente nga you have money nga zikuyitaba. Benz gula, VW gula, Ford gula. Ngoina sente. You don't go buying those cars when you don't have money. There are cars that should be bought by people that have genuine money. The money is calling, is responding to your calls. After my capacitor steering wheel sometimes gets hard, and after I restart it sometimes. Check your electronic system, starting with the battery. Is the battery, are the battery terminals fastened? Start with the battery first of all, because normally it's the battery. Kubaka steering ka masanyarazi, posing a kagun, ka hydraulic, but most of those things are power steerings, masanyarazi. So we buy a masanyarazi, you need to start there. You scare me about having a tin. Yeah, you guys, besides, in a sense, the transfers the young. If you can buy, you cannot transfer it. You guys only get a tin if you need it. I am telling you. Some of us, we are suffering seriously. Arthur, thank you. We are touring the city, but I'm not going to read people's names. Waliwo amanya agatayogerwa akuwa ngo olyogera koti ne bakunona sijja dyogera eri erinnya. Someone dreams of a hammer. So guys, ngenda no basibula wano nyina omuntu gwengenda okulaba wano kyemba mulaba nti mbadde neetoolola nga bwenzije eno bwengenda neetoolola mala okukola ka meeting kange wano then ndyoke neeyongereko office. But guys, thank you very much for being part of the broadcast. I don't take you for granted at all. One Starlet, many stories. The convention is happening 20th August, obviously. The tickets are going to be 30,000 shillings. Program is coming out soon. Soon. Program is coming out soon. Katika mbasibule. So kengene nkwasaganya ono omusajja. Let me see. Would you recommend a Kluger? Yes, Klugers are very good cars. Arthur, good day, Arthur. I'm going to say something bad. Please say. As long as it's not me who has said, you say. Arthur, did you also say you said I have one pair? I have one set. I bought 2 sets of 360 cameras. I put 1 set in the Starlet. I stayed with 1 set. So the 1 set I'm selling it. Now I can be sent maker. Sawa ga emitwalo 75. Chairman zake kibuzo sichirabye game mazima. Chili let me look for it as I kusibula you people. Guys, mleteme mujja inspection mujje munguleko tracker so that we keep the channel going. Atera mtegeke emitwalo 3 jijja ku convention. Chairman zake kibuzo kiddemu ye wasemba sichiraba. Sichiddemu wanseye. The guys abali mu Kamoli, siba taking up for granted. Thank you very much for choosing to be with me today morning. You guys would be listening to radio, but you just chose to be here. I would never take you for granted. Nick Waboyi, Lawrence Omole Muyombia, Martin Sentongo, Jones Infosas, David Clergy, Innocent Mugabe VIP, Council Patrick Asiku, Paul Sema VIP, Ijuka Blair VIP, Francis Kalema, Mugenyi Simon Peter, Mwanguzi David, Mpanga Godfrey Francis, Nkumaze Kalema, Juma Ali Karim UG VIP, King Daniel VIP, Luwemba Roger, Derek Muonge, Shanko Gibbs, BJ Kakai, Lawrence Biamuka, Makasendwa Ronald VIP, Nyende Isaac, Baba Bennett Musafiri, Mr. Mawano Joseph, Herbert Sab, Lawrence Omule, Aquaput Sam, DJ K, Katamba Isaac Katende, Lucky Mose, Yusuf Lugona, Juma Ali, Eric Kandano, VIP, Kasimante Akiram, Juko Nicholas, Pasha Vocal Boy, Kariba Samuel, Nampi Jajulie, Sonko Ramadan, Yusuf Lugonda, Kariba Samuel, Kasibante Akiram, Lucky Mose, Chiobio Alex, Presido Antonio, Nsanji, Empire FX Bot, Akampa Alan, Bugiso Times, Sonko Ramadan, Habat Sab, Simoza Sibamazi, Basic Chris VIP, Kariegide Amos Luke, Ricky Chikawa VIP, Nabimanya Kevin, Harrison Paul, Major Pin, Chairman Zaka Gambie, good morning, Arthur. How are your tax amendments affecting transfer process? Transfer fees used to be 84,000. In Girebi Chairman Zak, transfer fees used to be 84,000. Now they are 284,000. Just that bank money. So if someone is going to transfer for you, they will top up their fee, which will be like 120. Sengoba Ibra, Raymond Muchunguzi, Nampi Jajulie, Serunjoji Mathias, H411, Roger Sewan Nonda, Usama Hassan, Okecho Richard Okema, Kebi Winnie, Ricky Rohinda, Kate Shaurayan, Opongo Solomon, History Channel, Amayophilia. Guys, abali mukamole erinya ninzo obutalisoma naye nkumanyi joli. Thank you very much. Muruza sibamaze bantu bange Starch Events, Sonko Ramadan, oh Sonko wama. You know some of you guys, amanya agasoma wano ku YouTube olumunga sigatta contact zammwe kati nkutegede STS Sounds Entertainment. After the Kandano name is read as Chandano, but it's Kandano. It's actually, I thought it's Mexican. Kandano, I thought it's Mexican. It's Chandano. Hey. Arthur, you promised to change the DP. Hey, the DP. Let me tell someone from office to choose the DP. Hey, I'm going to tell someone from office to choose the DP so that it's not me. Abadi Mukamori, I don't take you for granted, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Today evening, we have a Chimeza Chemodoka. I wish you a very lovely day. You call him and buy it so that people give us more inspection, pre-sale inspection jobs. Fandago is Filipino. And Kandano is Mexican. Guys, I wish you a very lovely day. Ciao.